Hello, I'm Mark from Moonstone Publications. Welcome to this overview of some of the stories we've covered over the past week. But first, please hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends and colleagues. A proposed amendment to the Income Tax Act will impose the same payroll tax obligations on non-resident employers as are currently imposed on resident employers. The proposed change will have far-reaching consequences for all foreign employers that pay South African taxable remuneration to their assignees who render services in South Africa or foreign jurisdictions. There are concerns that the amendment may lead to foreign employers terminating employment contracts and turning away from South Africa as a skills location. Moonstone Business School of Excellence is rolling out a series of cybersecurity courses on its online CPD course platform. You can earn 3.5 CPD points by completing the first course called Understanding the Cloud. The course provides a comprehensive introduction to cloud computing. It will enable you to assess the advantages and potential drawbacks of adopting cloud computing for an organization and the factors to consider when selecting a cloud service provider. The series will also include 6 newsletters and 2 webinars aimed at equipping you with the knowledge and tools to protect your personal and business information from cyber threats. A report by Aon has unveiled troubling trends in the South African insurance market as the industry grapples with various challenges. According to the report, the property and casualty, riot and terrorism, motor and the cyber markets have been heavily impacted by 3 overarching local and global events, namely South Africa's ongoing energy crisis, the impact of natural catastrophes, and rising geopolitical tensions. The Financial Services Tribunal has upheld the 20 million rand fine and 20-year debarment imposed on the former director of the Presidium Group, Craig Messane. Last year, the FSCA imposed administrative penalties on Messane and his co-directors after an investigation found the group's entities had advised clients to invest in Forex instruments despite not being authorized to do so. Messane submitted that a 20-year debarment was effectively a lifetime ban from working in the financial services industry. He also said the penalties imposed on him were disproportionately large compared to those imposed on his co-directors. The Financial Intelligence Center has published a guidance on how to interpret Item 2 of Schedule 1 to FICA, a trust and company service provider. A person who performs the activities of a TCSP, regardless of his or her professional accreditation, is an accountable institution and must register as a TCSP with the center. Among other things, the guidance clarifies that the obligation to register with the FIC and comply with all the other requirements of FICA applies to the accountable institution and not individually to each of the professionals in the employment of the entity. Insurtechs are often seen as the biggest threat to the future of traditional insurers, but Old Mutual Insure's Chief Commercial Officer, Jerry Antony Raja, says insurtechs that have tried to take over the entire insurance value chain are struggling. Instead, he believes that partnerships between traditional insurers and insurtechs will be a more sustainable model. It is also unlikely that digital services are a threat to intermediaries because clients still want to engage with people, not only with chatbots. Whether it's called black tax or the sandwich generation, the obligation placed on those who achieve a degree of financial success to provide for their extended families and communities is a reality for a growing number of South Africans. This obligation can give rise to resentment among those who are also trying to reach their own financial goals, such as paying off debt and saving for retirement. Author and self-leadership coach Indumi Khadebi has advice on how you can set boundaries and have productive conversations with family members when it comes to providing financial assistance. The pension fund's Adjudicator violated the Audi Alterum Partem principle by not allowing a retirement fund to respond fully to a complaint before issuing a determination, the Supreme Court of Appeal has found. The Adjudicator's determination and the ensuing legal action arose from how the Municipal Gratuity Fund decided to allocate the death benefit of a member who died more than 10 years ago. The allocation was opposed by one of the beneficiaries, who cited a custody battle involving another beneficiary. The fund proposed that the complaint be held in abeyance until the conclusion of the custody application. But the adjudicator went ahead and considered the complaint and issued a determination setting aside the fund's award. That's all we have for this week. You can read these stories and many more on our website, moonstone.co.za. Until next time, here's wishing you all the best from the team at Moonstone Information Refinery.